Get ready, we're moving out. Move out! Engagement confirmed. Enemy PMC under fire.
Okay, guys from
PMC spotted.
Cobra.
Attack in progress.
Engaged.
I got him.
Holy
He's
crap.
dead.
Jesus Christ.
Trop tard réalisé.
Skido again! Skido, I was watching them, are those friendly? Shoot the guys! Look at this bastard! Look how he died!
Oh, it's Ski, poor old Skeeto,
Next
man.
up, this poor guy here, this skid boy, I kill him every fucking time. He passed.
Roger that.
Don't move in yet,
Calculating fire
Kaz.
position now.
I've just called in a mortar, 40 seconds.
Check. I think they're already inside. I saw the guy running right in front of me.
I see you on a rooftop. No, wait, my
Okay,
left.
kill him.
Ah, it's an NPC, I think, actually. My bad.
What about them?
Oh, the mortar just hit him!
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go. Push.
Hello.
Oh, no, dude.
Yes, dude. Yes.
What happened?
Oh. Yo, what is up, guys? Ghost here. Welcome to Grey Zone Warfare Update 3.0 Winds of War. So I was lucky enough to be invited to an early playtest of this by the developers, Madfinger Games, so massive thank you to them for that. Now, I was one of those players who enjoyed Grey Zone Warfare and what it had to offer at first, but I got pretty bored of it quite quickly. However, with Winds of War, it really feels like Grey Zone Warfare 2.0, and they have placed a massive focus on my favourite part of the game, which I think really led to some of these dynamic, natural moments, the PvP. So when the original game released, there were PvP moments. As maybe some of you guys who are familiar with the game will know, you are basically in this game taking on PvE objectives and killing PvE NPCs, but you may also run into players on the other two factions that could be aggressive. And the main problem here was that there wasn't really a reason to fight with enemy players back in 1.0 or 2.0, because all that happened is you died, you lost your gear, and it just got in the way of you completing your tasks. But now Madfinger Games have taken a huge step to rectify that problem in Winds of War by introducing what they call combat outposts. So what these are like mini bases dotted all around the map, and the advantage to holding these on your faction is that you can respawn there, you can access your stash there, so you can restock. There's even a special unique vendor that can only be accessed through some of the bigger cops. So the more territory your faction holds around the map, the more beneficial it is for you when you're out doing your tasks. That means you're not going to have to travel as far to restock. You can also now complete tasks out in the open, so you don't have to take a helicopter all the way back to home base every time you want to get a new task. But the best thing about this is that now, anytime one of your cops under your faction's control gets attacked, you will be alerted. In fact, your entire faction gets alerted, and the opposite, of course, is true whenever you attack one of the enemy cops. And so what that means is that a lot of the time, it just naturally brings players on a faction together to defend their ground or maybe go and attack. And I started playing this game completely alone. I didn't jump on with any friends or anything. Within minutes, I found that I was chit-chatting away to people on my faction, trying to figure out a strategy to take back some of the cops that the enemy had taken, or maybe go after some of theirs to sort of expand our influence out on the map. And basically, we just squadded up and decided to start going all over the map, trying to take on as many cops as we could find. And then maybe once you're in the middle of taking one down, you hear on the faction radio that has now been put in the game that another cop on another part of the map is under attack. And so you take a helicopter over there and you go and try to defend it. And so there is this constant cat and mouse game of trying to hold on to as much territory on the map as possible. So if you're a player who doesn't really like PvP and you maybe don't want to go for the tasks in the game, you don't have to do that. And likewise, if you're somebody who maybe came on, you completed all of the tasks in Grey Zone Warfare, and then you sort of thought, well, there's not much else to do, well, now there really is. In order to assist you in taking out these cops, you can also call in mortars, and depending on the range of the mortar from your home base, it will take longer to reach its objective. So it depends how far away you are, that's going to give you a little bit more assistance on holding on to those cops that are closer to your sort of natural territory, your natural part of the map. But it is just so incredibly satisfying to call in a mortar, let your teammates know, don't go into the base yet, I've just called in a mortar, and then see you get a direct hit on an enemy that's camping on the roof. Oh man, like, some of the moments that I've had in this game just haven't been replicated in any other title for me that I've ever played. It really does lead to a lot of interesting social interactions, and I'm sort of one of those people who I don't really converse with others in game. I don't play games with other people. I'm kind of just a solo player in that way. But this game really encourages you to do that. And when you get into it, it is honestly a lot of fun. Now, whilst I would say that that is the main meat of the update, that's the main sort of gameplay that you're going to find here, which really does make it feel like a new game, that is far from everything that is being implemented here. So similar to what they did in Update 2.0 with the day-night system, there is now a full-on weather system as well, so it can get super rainy, and I have to say the rain effects in this game are honestly some of the best I've seen in any game. It can get super windy, it can be foggy, storms roll in, and it's all just sort of algorithm based, and you will actually get like a weather forecast before you log into a server. It tells you the time of day, so you know it's going to be nighttime and you need night vision goggles, or it's going to be daytime. Outside of that, of course, they've added a bunch of new weapons, so in the background footage here, I'm mostly using the SIG MCX, but they've also added the SVD, the MP7, the Mosin Nagant carbine, the Beretta M9A1, and the Colt Combat Commander. And then, of course, to go with all of these weapons, there's a ton of new ammo types and weapons parts, so you can build them to your heart's content. Some other great additions to the PvP system, by the way, outside of the cops, is that now, whenever an enemy faction engage with yours, there will be a large red circle that appears on the map. I don't think this really breaks the PvP in any way. I think it's actually a bit of a bonus here. So you can just look at the map and say, okay, there's some PvP action going on around here, or they've just taken one of our cops around there. So if you're looking for PvP action, you can go and seek that out. But similarly, if you're not, then you know where to stay away from. So it really helps cater to every type of player. You can also tag your weapons as well, which kind of like with an air tag, like an Apple air tag, so that when you die, that weapon will be visible to you on the map for a number of minutes, depending on which tag you put on there. And so if somebody steals your weapon, you can actually go and track them down and kill them. I believe there's something around 40 new tasks to do. I can't say I actually went and did any of them, because I'm not going to lie, I spent my entire time enjoying the PvP combat. There are also 30 plus real-time tasks which will sort of pop up on the map from time to time that you and your squad can undertake. There is improved matchmaking. They've got destructible lights in there as well now, so if you're using night vision goggles and you want to completely black out an area such as one of these combat outposts, you can do that. They've got body dragging too. And one of the situations you're going to often find yourself in if you're participating in PvP is that you find yourself in a coma. And now, instead of your teammate having to administer first aid and try to get you out of that coma where you lie, he's going to be able to drag you to safety first. There are also repair kits for weapons and gear so that they can be repaired up over a certain amount of time instead of having to throw them away and buy a new one. And then they've also put faction armbands in there. So the way that the faction armbands work is that you will see a blue armband on all of your faction members, but if it's an enemy, they simply won't have an armband at all. So they don't have like a red armband or anything, they just look like regular players. And the reason for that is so you can't differentiate between which of the enemy factions it is. All you know is that that is either an enemy player or it's a friendly. So yeah, man, I just absolutely love what they've done with this update. Like, I enjoyed 2.0 when I came back to play it, and the day-night cycle was cool and all, but I mostly felt like I was just playing the same game as in 1.0 with a few improvements. But now it's just a whole different ballpark. Like I say, if you're somebody who's played this game for hours on end already, you've done all the tasks and you've sort of put it down, now it feels more like a multiplayer game where you can just partake in PvP all the time if you want. So I'm going to leave you guys with some of my favourite live moments, some wins, definitely a lot of losses and some stupid mistakes here. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Leave me your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think of the game. Are you going to hop on and give it a go again? Or are you maybe going to pick it up now? I do know that their plan is to eventually have the game cost $60. So at the moment it's still early access. There are going to be a number of big updates like this one until they hit 1.0. But when they do hit 1.0, I know the game is going to cost $60. Right now I think it's only $35. So if you're somebody who wants to play this in the future, it might be worth picking up now. But of course, up to you guys. Make your own informed decisions. Go and watch other creators' videos on this as well. Don't just watch mine. But yeah, I'm going to leave you guys to the gameplay. As always, cheers for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Why are we camping like pussies here?
I don't know, man. You're the leader. Where are we going?
I'm coming.
I don't know.
You're at least squad leader, so... I mean, to be honest, I think we should probably take Gladiator because they can spawn there
Look at
easy,
Bronco.
but...
Yeah, look at Bronco. Bronco's back.
Oh, let's go there then.
Crusader.
I'm following you.
I call a helicopter.
Delta 2?
Helicopter, good.
Is your squad full already?
Now we have one spot.
We have one more spot. Okay, helicopter's coming in 2 minutes. Ghost, 2 minutes.
Dude, it was one time. Once.
Yeah, just saying.
You're never
2
going to let
minutes.
me live that down, are you?
Be advised, friendlies in your AO. Watch your fire.
I missed a helicopter once. I put you in a coma once. I mean, come on. Everybody could make that mistake. Guys, there's eyes on one over here. I see one.
T'es où là? Ah, moi j'ai des problèmes de texture là, tous les bugs ils disparaissent devant moi. Tout disparaît devant moi.
Heads up, Titan is taking fire.
Proche.
All units, one of our patrols is under attack. Need assistance.
Tire sur l'escave.
Oh, Jesus.
C'est quoi que t'as tué là? Tu veux faire un salto arrière mec?
Oh, I can't believe that guy just nailed me so easily.
Don't die, buddy.
Hostile PMC spotted. Attack in progress.
I'm trying, mate. I'm trying to hold on.
Are there enemies left?
I don't know.
No! Damn it.
No! Captain is dead!
I'm just saying a prayer for Skeeto here.
Yeah, Skido, my friend, where are you?
He's here.
Skido, come here.
He has some friends around him though, so he's fine.
Yeah, I killed him, yeah. No. Hey, Skido. What's up, brother?
This guy's body is... The ragdoll on this is good though.
That's my kill, I'm proud of this.
Yeah, that's a good one.